2008 Subaru Outback. Customer states no power, low power. Was working good and then not working so good. She was driving cross country, stopped by a couple of repair shops on the way, and then kind of limped its way here to Cheyenne. So let me tell you what we got and how it was diagnosed. This is a little bit of a tricky one. No codes, but intermittent 420 code. Bunch of stuff has been recently changed, but the key is no codes, low codes, 420 on this 2.5, just naturally aspirated, non-turbo. Put a scanner on it, and I noticed a couple things. One, engine load is about 60% at idle. It was so high that I thought maybe there was something going on, something was wrong, but left that in the back of my head. The other thing is definitely low power, no power. There was exhaust coming through. I did not manually check the pressure, but I put my hand back there and noticed it wasn't coming out very well. Also, not too much suction. Almost like there was an internal engine issues. Now that still could have been the case, but I didn't want to jump to that because she was running fine and it's been well maintained, somewhat. So I wanted to verify that we didn't have plugged exhaust. That one always usually tricks people when you have no codes or low codes. Internal engine issues would definitely throw you some codes, but you can't rely on that. I wanted to jump into that. So what I did was I removed one of the spark plugs and drove her that way. So I removed the upstream spark plug, which was, so on this one here, I removed this one. So if my theory was correct, this is the first cat. This would have been the upstream. This is downstream. So if this thing is plugged, not too much exhaust is going to be coming through. So if you remove this one, that's not the best. Now you can. I've got a little adapter where I check back pressure by removing a spark plug and then putting in my pressure gauge in here. Didn't do that. This was way easier. I removed this, and man, she had a bunch of life. So I was like, okay, it's probably plugged exhaust. I put it up here and I actually removed the exhaust and drove her, and she was like she was running like she had 500 horsepower. So that's confirmed my diagnosis. Also did check for volumetric efficiency, and it's just going to be a calculator. You guys can look it up. And it was just terrible. So basically, the capacity of air coming in was not being utilized, and just looking at the mass airflow sensor too, it was just minimal, just not allowing air to go through it. I know I'm talking fast here, but basically think of an engine as an air pump. Air needs to come in, and air needs to go out. And then inside of that, you're going to need to have fuel and spark. So you're going to need the triangle for heat is going to be, I might be saying this wrong, but you're going to need air, you're going to need fuel, and you're going to need some sort of heat. And those three are going to create the combustion. So fuel pressure was good. We had spark because she was running. I did think about maybe that there was a fuel pressure issue, but just then the behavior wouldn't have been what I thought. And again, I've just seen this so much that usually when you have no codes, low power, you want to make sure you don't have plugged exhaust. I feel bad for her. She went to a bunch of shops and did a bunch of work, but it is what it is, and now at least we got a solution. And you can see in here too, once I took this out, it is plugged, and there's just a bunch of trash that came out of it. Same thing on this secondary one. Oh, here you can see it right here too. Just kind of coming apart. I guess eventually if it came apart, it would make its way all the way through. So this one's plugged and plugged. Not 100%. Oh, here we go. You can see it. Let's see if you can see that. You know, you could bore scope this too with a camera when you take this off, and you can put your camera in there and see what's going on. But anyway, short video here to kind of show you guys how to diagnose this stuff and not to throw parts out of vehicle.